I wanted to finally have some brothers that I can be loyal to, and I think we all kind of shared that bond.
Harvey Mason Jr. is keeping busy these days with producing projects with LeBron James for his film project More Than a Game and the accompanying soundtrack, as well as songs with Whitney Houston and Toni Braxton. We caught up with Mason and asked him about working with LeBron James for the movie.
It was great. He's a really special guy, really humble, really generous and gracious, and it's amazing to see where he's come from and the transformation as to what he is now and the kind of guy he is. It's amazing. He's a really special guy. I work with a lot of celebrities or actors or singers, and he's very rare in the way that he handles himself and the way that he cares about other people and everything around him.
Mason also helped Whitney Houston's career rebound, producing the title track to her album, I Look to You, and her cover of the Leon Russell tune, Song for You. He also talked about how Whitney's hard times helped her album debut at the #1 album in the land, as largely speculated.
Well, I think what she's been through has helped her make that piece of work. You know, it really inspired her and drove her to do what she does. And I think it helped in the song selection, making sure the songs were true to where she was mentally and what she'd been through. And so I think she felt those songs. She really felt what she was singing, which always helps a singer. And so she's believable when she sings them. The concepts are things that she's been through and that she can talk about from a place of knowledge. You know, she's had a rough go at it, but it was a pleasure to work with her. She's an amazing talent, and it's great looking out through the booth and seeing her out there singing. I'm like, I can't believe that's Whitney Houston's voice coming through those speakers. You know, it's just that kind of a thrill.
He talked about what he did to get such a great performance from Houston.
My job as a producer is always, the thing that I always try and do is I try and get the best out of every artist. You know, I'm a singer's producer. I think that's why I end up working with a lot of singers. Is when they go into the booth and they get behind the mic, they know I'm not going to be satisfied with anything less than the best they've ever done. So when I get Whitney, I try and push her and push her. Sometimes they get mad at me. Sometimes, you know, they yell at me, they cry, or they get. But what I try and do is get the best out of them. So my job is to make sure the artist shines. And hopefully I did that with Whitney, and I try and do that with everybody I step into the studio with. And I have fun doing it, and I get along with the artists, but we work together and we push each other.
Up next for Mason are projects with Toni Braxton, Leona Lewis, and Jennifer Hudson.
We wanted this game more than anything, and we weren't letting nothing stand in our way.